everybody dresses up, wear their suit and fancy jacket, nice car, they polish up the car and stuff, and then you get a big procession, right? And so that's the Barat. And so all the ghosts and the goblins, they were the Barat of Bhagwan Shiva. And when Maina Ma, when the mother of Parvati Ma saw this, she fainted, fell to the ground. Oh my God, what is going to happen to my daughter? This is not what I wanted. And so Vishnu Bhagwan had to appeal to Shiva Bhagwan to change his look and to look like the most elegant of all Rajas. And so then he changed himself. And so Shiva Vivah happened. And what happened? Everything was okay again. Bhagwan Shiva found his Shakti, and there was stability, and he is able to do all the things he needed to do. For whom? For you and I. For you and I. And then there's another thought about this churning of the Milky Ocean, the Samudra Manthan. And you know, good and bad, they don't get along. You know that, right? But there's an exception. You got to get positive and negative for you to have life. Right? Here, you're not. Who's the electrician here? Anybody electrician? I was the apprentice when we were doing construction. I didn't know if I did a good job. Probably was horrible. But I know you got to get a positive Y and a negative Y, and you got to get a ground too. You got to get a little balance, right? And so this instance, the Rakshas and the Devatas worked together. And they were churning the Milky Ocean because they wanted to do what? They wanted to get these rare gifts, you know? They want to get all these beautiful, they want to get especially one thing, and that is ambrosia. They want to get this nectar. They wanted this gift of immortality. So they're all churning. Everybody wants to live forever. Who wants to die early? Anyone wants to die early? Well, you shouldn't be thinking about death, but death is what happens anyways, right? And so they were working together, and beautiful things came. One of the most beautiful thing that came out of the churning was who? Lakshmi Ma. So in the churning of this ocean, the Milky Ocean, Samudra Manthan, Lakshmi Mata came, and who did she choose for her life partner? She chose Bhagwan Vishnu. And that is another reason for what? The celebration of Diwali, when she Lakshmi Mata appeared and was united with Vishnu Bhagwan. And so one good thing came out, but there's good and bad, right? Some of us are good, some of us are bad, some of us are really bad. Right? Yeah? You're not looking at me now. So a good came out and a bad came out. This halhal poison, this terrible poison. And when this poison came out, if it was not contained, if it was not managed, what would happen? It would destroy all of creation. Who had to come to the rescue? Anybody knows? For extra Mohan Bhog, where Rochan made Mohan Bhog today? Anybody knows the answer? Extra Mohan Bhog for you. Shiva Bhagwan. And so what did he do? He opened his mouth and he swallowed the poison. And that is why Shiva Bhagwan is known as, anybody knows? Neelkanth. Neelkanth, because Kant and Neel, the blue throat, you know. But the poison was so harsh that it scorched his throat, you know. And so that's why we do a abhishek, we offer all these things to pacify. Bhagwan made such a great sacrifice for us that we can at least help, you know. It is like, if you look at a picture on the wall there with Bhagwan, Shri Krishna lifting their Govardhan Parvat, all the gopis, they wanted to help. So they all thought that Bhagwan wasn't capable, so he needed assistance. And so they all took the little sticks and they were going to help him too. But that is what a devotee's mindset is. How can I help my Bhagwan? What can I do for my Bhagwan? And so, how wonderful we've had the opportunity tonight. And that's what the doors of the mandir is open for you to come in, to have darshan, for you to do a little bit of offering, do a little bit of puja. That's why I sit there and I do a little puja with you, because that is what you should do. Tonight is the purpose of that is for the devotion, the devotee to offer his or her devotion to who? To Bhagwan. For what purpose? For you to gain blessings. We all need blessings. We all need the help of Almighty God. You and I, we have to remember we are limited creatures, you know, limited creatures. I can only do as much as I'm able to do. Beyond that, I need the help of someone else. And when it gets beyond where someone else can help us, then we need a greater help. And the greatest of all helpers, enablers, is who? Bhagwan. Bhagwan. So Bhagwanji, when he swallowed that, that was another Jai Jaikar for Bhagwan. Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagwan Shiva. And so I also remember the story about the hunter, you know. And what does a hunter do? Anybody knows what a hunter does? He hunts, right? So you heard that. He hunts and then he kills the what? The prey, the little animals, you know. And he's only doing that because of one reason. He wants to feed the stomachs of his wife, his children, his parents, you know. So he's doing it not because he's looking to amass wealth. He's just that is what his profession is. That is what he does for a living. That is what he does to feed his family. It's not the best, but that is what he was. And so he was out there, and all day devotees, he hunted and he couldn't find a prey. And then as they got later, he took some water with him. As the katha goes in Shiva Puran, Shivaratri katha, he climbs up what tree? Bear. And Dad wonders why, but as you get high on the bear tree, there are less pimpla and thorns on the top. I noticed that, you know, on the branches, as you get higher. Today, as I climbed to pick some of mine, so I took a ladder, I didn't climb the bear tree. So I noticed that as you get higher, so you know, you've got to gravitate upwards. In spirituality, it's an upward movement. You know, you can't dig a hole for yourself, as they would say. So as you go higher, there are less thorns. And so he climbed, and this fellow was hungry, and it was a chilly night. You know, every Shivaratri, what happens? The weather changes, right? Is it hot outside? Oh my God! One time at Sanatan Mandir in New York by East Elmhurst by LaGuardia Airport, I was to go there and do Shivaratri Puja, and I was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock, and when I looked outside, there was a sheet of ice on the road, and I said, I am not. I became very scared, and I'm not driving on that. So someone had to come and pick me up. Instead of being at the Mandir at 7 o'clock, I was there till 9:30. So I was late, right? But we stayed up all night, and it was just beautiful. So the weather always gets chilly, always gets cold when Shivaratri. Shivaratri is not a hot night, you know. And so he was in this, sitting in this tree, perched up some distance, and he was hungry, he was cold, and what happened? He started to shiver, and every prahar, what happened? A little bit of water fell down, and he is shivering, and it's shaking the branches, and a couple of the bay leaves falls, and he did not know. He did not know that there was a lingam on the bottom of the tree. And what happened? He's doing his Shiv Puja. He's doing his Shiv Puja. And devotees, today, somebody asked me, can I get a couple bay leaf? And I said, my dear sister, I'm very sorry. I'll give you a couple, but I cannot give you more because the weather has been harsh. And so I'm trying to hold on to the rest of it for the puja tonight. But I will give you a couple. And when they came in this morning, they broke the leaf, you know, and you're supposed to offer how much? The whole 3 leaves so it should be together, right? I might not be saying that, right? But it is 3 leaves on, what is it? On one spread, right? And so I went outside and I got her a couple more, and you know, somebody makes that sacrifice and come to Mandir. You don't happen to just come to Mandir out of nothing. You come to Mandir because it was destined for that to be. You come to Mandir because Bhagwan's blessings brought you here. You come to Mandir because Bhagwan wants to see you. Bhagwan has made this happen. That is why you're sitting here today. Nothing else. Nothing else. He wants you to come and be with him. And how blessed that is. And so he's sitting on this tree throwing the water, and the leaves falling, and there's deers coming back and forth, and he wanted to shoot one of them, and so this went on and on, and at the end of the night, what happened? He did not shoot anybody. This person who was bent on shooting somebody and getting food for his family, his heart softened, and he relented. You know, it is not about the food anymore. It is about doing the right thing, you know. And all of that, the transformation in mankind occurs in the most beautiful way the greater we maintain a relationship with whom? With Almighty God. So when we maintain a relationship with Bhagwan, what happens? We become transformed, we become more positive, we become more beautiful. All kinds of wonderful things happen to us when we increase our relationship with Bhagwan. So that individual unintentionally worshipped Bhagwan. Bhagwan was so happy with him that Bhagwan gave him darshan. At the end of these 4 prahars, he was able to behold Bhagwan and become liberated. Shivratri night is an auspicious night. They say especially between 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because Bhagwan is roaming. Bhagwan is roaming. He's sitting on his Nandi and he's traveling. He's traveling. And that devotee, that aspirant that worships him, that sings his praises, that thinks about him, does his job, does his chanting, all these things, Abhishek, what happens? They gain the greatest of blessings. And so that is why it's beautiful to do what? Shivratri Vrat, to maintain this Vrat, to perform Abhishek and to sing his bhajan, his kirtan, do his job, do all these things that would please him. And don't think about sleeping, you know, especially tonight is Saturday night. This is the first Saturday night since this Monday opened that we're celebrating Shivratri. And so there's another little story that I want to tell you, and then I want to get off this microphone, right? And Vay's looking at me, Tim. And you're not looking at me? You're okay. Once I get his approval, I'm good, you know? And the other one is about 2 thieves, you know? 2 thieves. And they knew that it was Shivratri that night, and they made a plan. The two thieves, they made a plan. They said, boy, we're going to have a great night because everybody in the village are going to be where? They're going to be at the Gaon Mandir, the village Mandir, you know? And they're going to be there singing bhajan, kirtan and doing all these things, and all the houses are going to be empty. At that time, they didn't have an alarm system like this Mandir, you know? Okay? And our lock, they didn't have, you know, padlock and all these things. The doors, windows, everything was open, you know. In the old time days, who locked their houses, right? Who locked it? And Suresh is laughing. And so they said, we're going to be rich tonight. We're going to have so much wealth. We're going to have a feast, you know, as robbers. And so as time progressed, one of them said, you know, I will go to the mandir and all of it is yours. You go and enjoy yourself and become wealthy, you know. Go and all is yours. I'm going to go to mandir. I think it's the right thing to do, you know. And so one went to mandir, and you all heard the story before, right? And one went to different houses, you know. One is busy robbing the houses, stealing, and the other one is sitting there and he's sitting there, right? And so the one at the house that's robbing is thinking, what a wretched person I am, what a foolish person, what a terrible person. Look at my friend, you know. He made the right decision. He decided not to rob and loot and do all these criminal things, terrible things. But he decided, tonight is an auspicious night, Shivratri. I'm going to go to Monday. I should have been like my friend and I should have gone. I should have given up this. At least today, tonight, I should have given it up. And I should have gone with my friend to Monday. And guess what's happening in the mindset of that one who's sitting at the Monday? I hope you're not like that, you know. I hope you're thinking about Bhagwan and not about anything else. And so the one at the Monday is thinking, he said, I am the biggest of fools because my friend is, he's just amassing so much wealth. He's getting all the gold and all the fancy things that they are in the different houses. Nobody dare to disrupt whatever he's doing. Nobody dare to hold him. Nobody is there to prevent him from looting. And I am sitting at Monday wasting my time. So who gets the blessings? Who gets the blessing? The one at the Monday or the one at the one at the house? Yeah, see? So you gotta be careful where your thought is, right? The mind has to be clean. When the mind is clean, then what happens? The words become madhur. The words become sweet. And when the mind is clean, the words are sweet, what happens after that? Then your actions become noble. Your deeds, your actions, the things that you do becomes beneficial. It becomes beneficial not only to yourself, but to others, you know. So tonight is a very, very auspicious night, very, very blessed night. It is wonderful that you all have come out here, and it's good to see you. I appreciate that. You know, having a mandir and not having anybody in it, actually is nice sometimes. I am here at 7:45 in the morning, Monday to Friday till 9 a.m. And I tell you, it is very peaceful. But I don't like all that peace, you know, because if you hear anything, the wind blows, you get kind of nervous, you know. Not really. I'm just telling you that. But it would be nice to see you before you go to work, before you go to school. Stop by and say hello to Bhagwan. Peep Bhagwan a little bit. You don't have to come inside. Just open the door and peep Bhagwan. See what he's doing, you know. See if he's making any mischief or anything, you know. I used to do that. Just peep the door and see what Bhagwan is doing. And tell Bhagwan Ram Ram, tell Bhagwan Sita Ram, tell Bhagwan Namaskar, and then go on your way. You see how more beautiful your life will become, how more wonderful, how more industrious you become, how more progressive you become just by peeping Bhagwan a little bit. So it's beautiful when we have these services, we have these celebrations that you all come out. This is what Mondays, the intent of having a Monday is all about, and I appreciate that. I want to thank you. I just want to let you know that the Mondays are always here for you. It is a community Monday, and the only purpose that we have, the only intent is to help you develop spiritually. And so that is the intent. So please come and visit us as much as you can and let us know how we can help you. And so it is almost done. We're going to stand up in 2 minutes, and we're going to have Aarti as we close the first praha. We're a little bit late, but it's better late than never, they say, right? And so we're going to chant Bhagwan. Anyone is going to do counting for me? I have my mala, right? So we're going to count a little bit. And so you count 11 for us, right? 11? How many fingers do you have? 10. So when you get to the extra one, you just let me know. Just wave a little bit, right? Alright, here we're going to go and repeat the name of Bhagwan. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. A little bit louder, come on. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And the next mantra is the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Anybody knows that one? Yeah. Smart students on this side. So we're going to chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra 11 times. So you're counting it for us, right? Yeah, I think he has 11 fingers. Yeah. Alright, I'm sorry to bother you tonight. Yeah. Alright, we begin. Om
Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiv bandhana mrityurmokshiyamamritaत्. Om त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात्.
So all the Bhagwans, they have their Gayatri mantra. So the Gayatri mantra that we all know about is which one? Om Bhur Bhuvahassa Tatsavitur Varenyam. So that is the Gayatri mantra that we all know, right? But each one of the devatas, whether it's Bhagwan Shri Ram, Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhagwan Shiva, Durga Ma, they all have their own Gayatri as well with their names in it. And so the Gayatri for Bhagwan Shiva is this one here. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Shiva Omkara.
Let us all start Bharati.
Om Jai Shiva Omkara. Hare Shiva Omkara.
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 हरि ओम। गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वर गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे हरि ओम। शांति 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 है। श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की भोलेनाथ शिव शंकर भगवान की। Devotees, we will continue.